Hey guys, David here, and welcome to Digital Outlook. Guys, we have another amazing show for you today. XRP gearing up for massive rally with the release of RLUSD. So guys, let's get to it. So guys, right at the tip top of this video, I'm going to ask us as we go through it, if you would hit that like button and cause the algorithm to push this information out before as many eyes as possible. Guys, oftentimes I say there is never a dull moment in this space, and today is no exception. Guys, there are some big time deals happening. Of course, many of you know that the Ripple Swell conference is on full bore, and guys, some of the releases of information are huge. Now, just check this article out right over here. XRP climbs above 54 cents as Ripple announces exchange partners for Ripple USD stablecoin, RLUSD. Guys, listen to this right over here. Ripple, the cross-border payments remittance firm, informed users that upon receiving regulatory approval, its stablecoin project RLUSD will be made globally available to financial institutions and firms including Uphold, Bitstamp, Bitso, MoonPay, Inder Reserve, CoinMeta, and Bullish. Today, Ripple Swell, we're proud to announce our Ripple USD exchange partners, and here it is right here. Now, Monica Long, president of Ripple Labs, said that the firm's stablecoin RLUSD is operationally ready. Guys, all they're waiting for is the green light, awaiting regulatory approval by the New York Department of Financial Services. And guys, I think it's going to be coming a lot faster than most people think. The firm is yet to announce the date for RLUSD, but we did hear Brad Garlinghouse not too long ago saying it's weeks and days, not months and months, and that's a big deal. Now, Ripple informed market participants that the firm added ex-Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation chair Sheila Blair and David Puth, the former CEO of Center. Center is a consortium responsible for settling standards for USDC. Guys, it isn't amazing the number of participants that are actually working for Ripple or have worked for Ripple that are now either holding offices in major government firms and other big fintech, or who are now working who have moved from the government and are working with Ripple or other big fintech company. I'm telling you guys, it is truly phenomenal, the connections that we see here now. It says here that Ripple has been in a downward trend over a year now. The altcoin could rally 10.26% and hit the psychologically important 60-cent level. This marks a key resistance level for XRP. Now, the relative strength index reading at 46 is under the neutral level of 50. The moving average convergence divergence, of course, the MACD, a momentum indicator, shows green histogram bars above the neutral line as the MACD crosses above the signal line. This means there is underlying positive momentum in XRP price trends. Technical indicators point for room for gains with XRP, and there are a bunch of folks calling for a big time, massive rally, guys, and liquidity being brought on board by RLUSD. This is going to be big, big, big. And in my mind, when you think that they have already worked out these arrangements, and this is just the start, I'm telling you guys, I think we're so close to seeing it happen. It could be literally any day we get that notification. Now, something else that I think you're really going to want to hear is this. Ripple backs $25 million round for crypto platform Binomial. Listen to this. Ripple led a $25 million funding round for Bitnomial, a digital assets derivatives exchange and brokerage platform based and regulated in the United States. Bitnomial announced on October 15th that Ripple, the company behind XRP, led the funding round. This comes as the platform prepares for a public launch of Botanical, the startup's perpetual futures trading platform. According to details in a press release, Botanical is designed to offer users access to perpetual futures, traditional futures, and options trading. The platform remains in closed beta, but its public rollout will provide users with products that comply with the U.S. Commodities Futures Trading Commission's regulations. Guys, this is a major, major deal. Why do I think this is such a big deal? Because, guys, XRP, of course, not being a security, is a digital asset commodity. And we're talking about the US CFTC having go over that, and Ripple's behind Bitnomial like that. Guys, I think we're going to see a lot happen really soon. Now, Bitnomial is a CFTC registered platform operating as a futures commission merchant via its Bitnomial Clearing LLC. Now, Ripple Chief Executive Officer Brad Garlinghouse commented that Bitnomial is spearheading a new era for the regulated derivatives market, and this is big. Guys, we have heard from a ways back that one of the goals for Ripple with the XRP ledger has been a big bite out of this derivatives market, and we are talking major players and big time dollars involved, that is for sure. Now, it says here, Bitnomial plans to tap into Ripple's soon-to-launch stablecoin RLUSD for settlement. Garlinghouse added, notably, Ripple has listed several exchanges and platforms as RLUSD launch partners. On the regulatory front, Bitnomial recently sued the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission over the agency's continued reference to XRP as a security. Why? Because the courts granted XRP non-security status. Ripple, on its part, filed a notice of cross-appeal after the SEC filed its own notice of appeal related to Ripple versus the SEC case. In July 2023, a judge in the U.S. ruled that XRP is not a security and that secondary sales on exchanges did not by themselves constitute securities investment contracts. And guys, we are going to find out what the SEC's appeal is all about. Literally, I believe it comes out tomorrow, and that is going to be major news, and we will absolutely be reporting on it. But guys, when you see these kind of derivative and futures markets absolutely being supported, $25 million by Ripple, and they're going to be utilizing XLUSD, and of course are out there with future contracts related to XRP. This is a big deal. Most people are not talking about it and are absolutely missing it, but it is this kind of infrastructure into the traditional world as it moves forward in the evolution of this distributed ledger technology and digital asset space that, guys, is going to bring about some of the biggest wealth transfers, I genuinely believe, in the history of mankind. That is for sure. Now, guys, just check this little bit of news out. Grayscale seeks to convert, now get this, a fund with Solana, XRP, and Avalanche into an ETF, and boy, does this ever ringing in our ears. Did Brad Garlinghouse not say not too long ago that he would not be surprised if we saw baskets of these digital assets inside these exchange-traded funds? And here is one right here. They're wanting to convert a fund that is holding Solana, XRP, and Avalanche into an exchange-traded fund. Now listen to this. Grayscale Investments has asked the SEC for permission to convert its digital large cap fund, which includes Solana and more, into an ETF. Now, this is what's actually in it. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Avalanche, and they want to put that all into an ETF. And guys, this is now the third application before the SEC for an ETF that is going to include XRP. What do you think is happening? Where do you think the pressure is being brought to bear? Do you think a lot of these big time companies aren't out there lobbying the government for regulatory clarity? and are pushing back on the SEC's, regulation by enforcement. Guys, we know that they are, and we're seeing the adoption and being pushed forward in a big way. They are chomping at the bit to have these products so that these institutions, like pension funds that have the fiduciary responsibility and cannot touch this digital asset space in and of itself with a 10-foot pole, but they certainly can get into ETFs. Guys, demand drives the market, and there is humongous demand for these products. Now, the New York Stock Exchange made the request to the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission on behalf of Grayscale, filing the 19B-4 form requesting permission to convert the fund. The Wall Street Journal is the one that first reported the news. Grayscale previously converted its Bitcoin Trust and Ethereum Trust into spot ETFs earlier this year, following SEC's approval of each respective product in the US. The products once acted like closed-end funds, making it harder for investors to redeem shares. But following their conversion into the popular ETF investment vehicles, clients have fast been cashing out. Grayscale Digital Large Cap Fund gives investors exposure to major cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin has the largest weighting in the fund, followed by Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and AVAX. All assets in the fund make up the 20 biggest digital coins by market cap. Grayscale told Decrypt in a statement today, Grayscale filed to uplist Grayscale's digital large cap fund as a diversified multi-crypto asset exchange traded product on the New York Stock Exchange ARCA. The fund is currently trading under the ticker GDLC and continues to meet growing demand. Bang! Right there, just like we said, by providing diversified exposure to crypto through a portfolio of market-leading digital assets. This filing reflects Grayscale's steadfast commitment to making the crypto asset class more accessible to all investors, and that was my point earlier on, because there are some major institutional investors that are literally chomping at the bit to get at this space, but can't due to that fiduciary responsibility. But once that's off the table and they have it in these ETFs, guys, I'm telling you, it is going to be a feeding frenzy. I really believe it. Now, ETFs promise investors easy exposure to assets such as gold, crypto, or foreign currencies. An asset manager holds the investment in question and shares which track its price can be bought via brokerage accounts. Today's request comes after the SEC has repeatedly alleged that Solana is an unregistered security, hitting a number of crypto companies with lawsuits for selling the asset. Now, the SEC was initially reluctant to give the green light to Ethereum ETFs, and it previously wasn't clear if the regulator classified the asset as a security or commodity. The commission has since relented on Ethereum and has allowed ETH ETFs to begin trading in late May. Guys, we're getting big time pushback, and I absolutely believe that the government and these powers that be are being lobbied big time by a lot of these big players to get on with it and start to provide regulatory clarity and call off the SEC's attack on this digital asset space by their regulation by enforcement. Guys, you are seeing some major deals when you're seeing this stuff going on. And Bitnomio out there in the derivative markets. You got these ETFs going on. And also, guys, we're out there and the release of RLUSD going on to all of these platforms. Guys, I think it's going to take a massive bite out of this ecosystem. And I'll tell you what, I think we're going to see probably one of the biggest bull runs we have yet seen for altcoins. And guys, I'll tell you what, Judy and I, we are right there and we are ready to go. And I'll tell you, I cannot wait to see you standing right there beside us when we cross that finish line, right in the middle of that winner's circle. Guys, at any time, this space could literally just take right off. And it usually happens when you least expect it. And that is why it is so vitally important that you get your plan in place. And what our coaching program offers, that is where you and I can meet personally, one-on-one, for 1 hour over Zoom. And during that time, I share with you our personal journey in that last bull run and what enabled Judy and I to experience some amazing financial success. I share with you the mistakes we made so that you don't have to fall into the same pitfalls we did. We take a look at your portfolio and make sure that it's balanced towards your goals, and we work together to develop your exit strategy. We can even get your assets off an exchange and onto a hardware wallet, along with delivering to you some amazing techniques that are really going to help you in this space. Now, the cost of that is $250, and if that's something that interests you, you write me right there at coaching@thedigitaloutlook.com and we'll get y'all booked in. So guys, I truly hope that you enjoyed today's video, and as always, it's not financial advice, it's just my 2 cents. Hit the like and subscribe and drop your comments right down there in the comment section, and I'll catch you in the next one.